ABeerADayWithTK. I'm coming to you live from Columbus, Ohio. Currently staying in the German village section of the city. It's my daughter's birthday, so my wife, my other daughter, and I came down to Columbus and figured we'd go out to dinner, have a few drinks, and see what's going on. Currently staying in the Holiday Inn Express. I would not recommend staying here. Check out Airbnb. Check out a cardboard box in the alley. Check out literally anywhere. This place is not the place to be. That being said, geographically, it's close to where I wanted to be, so I guess I'll have to deal with it. The first place we went to tonight was called the Old Mohawk, which was kind of an interesting old place. They had some different beers on draft, so the food was okay. We had something to eat, and I had a IPA from Wolf's Ridge Brewing here in Columbus, Ohio. We then took off to Schmidt's Sausage House, which is an iconic landmark in Columbus. We had to wait a little bit, had about a 10-15 minute wait, but it was well worth it. Once you got inside, the food was on point. They had a guy, walking around with the accordion, playing some oompa music. The beers were pretty solid. Had a lot of the classic German beers on draft. So I had a Paulaner Oktoberfest. They also had two beers brewed specifically for them by Elevator Brewing in Columbus. One was a light, one was a dark, kind of like a Dunkel and a light golden ale. Tried both of those, both were pretty solid. After that, we took off to a place called the Book Loft, which is a killer name for a bar, but it wasn't, it was just a bookstore. My wife and daughter picked up some books. I picked up a version of A Confederacy of Dunces. Same one I had in high school. It got ruined over the years, so I picked up the same edition. Probably cost me 15 bucks. It's probably the best book I've ever read in my life. If you've never read A Confederacy of Dunces, check it out. John Kennedy Toole is a brilliant author. Lost way too young, but it's a great book. If you can find it, definitely check it out. And then finally, we made our way to Antiques on High. When I first arrived here, I looked it up on the Untapped app, places around you. I saw Antiques on High, and it said, like microbrewery. And I thought, is this accurate? Is this really a brewery, or is this just some kind of like antique spot trying to hustle me down there and then sell me a six-pack, at a major markup? So on the way back, we stopped by it. It actually was a brewery, and it's tied to Seventh Son Brewing in Columbus, Ohio. And this is actually the place where they do all their sour beers, which I'm a big fan of sour beers, so I was excited that it was only about a block away from the hotel. So my wife and I stopped in. I checked out a flight initially to see what they had. When I left, I picked up a crowler and some of their glasses. Hope this was a pretty interesting glass. And then I picked up a taster. So, I think these were $3. This was $6. And the crowler, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 or something like that. So the one I picked up was a Razzle Dazzle. So it's kind of a raspberry sour. So we'll check this out. Pour this into my Antiques on High glass. Color right off the bat is raspberry. You see, I don't know if you can see it, but it's that, reddish, purplish kind of raspberry color you'd expect. Nice little bit of head. It's got a nice pinkish purplish hue to it, like you'd expect. The smell is nice. Bit of raspberry. I'd probably say it's more tart than sour, just from the smell initially. The taste, for people that are actually fans of sour beers, I know a lot of people aren't, but for those of you that are, like I am, I think this is really on point. It's a bit dry. The first taste is sour. You get sour raspberries, probably get a little bit of salt, like you kind of would expect maybe a little Berliner Weiss, something like that. I think this is really good. It manages to pull off the sweetness of a raspberry, the sourness of a raspberry, but you also get those combinations together in a really nice beer flavor. And honestly, what you get is raspberry sour. Not a whole lot more to it. Tiny bit of salt. This is kind of what you get. This isn't for newcomers to the sour genre. See if we get any information on it. 6.8%. They have a little scale on the side, a 1 to 5 on the sour scale, and this one's marked a 5. And I think that's probably pretty accurate. It is a bit sour. but it's a really nice sour. Sometimes when I drink sour beers, you know, I did one a couple days ago, and you opened it, overflowed everywhere. Didn't really taste raspberry, didn't really taste sour. This tastes both, and in a perfect combination. This is the first time I've ever been to this brewery, Antiques on High, and I think they do a really great job. So Seventh Son, you killed it. This is a really good job. This is a really good beer. I really appreciate this. And I would love to have another one. Before I go home, I'll probably pick up another crowler, you know, pick one up for my enjoyment next week or something like that. So, Antiques on High, big thumbs up. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful and safe weekend. Until next time, cheers.